Mystical Love and Light here. I am making this video with a heavy heart that is sad and broken. And it's about staying ethical. This is about my brother that passed away 2 days ago. I felt that I needed to do this video because some of us that has special gifts and special abilities, and we do prayers for others, that we have to stay ethical and follow their wishes, no matter what we think or how much we want to do our prayers our way. It saddens me to share that my only brother has passed, and my husband and myself was with him when he took his last breath. All the rest of the family, all of our siblings, wanted to be there, but they're all out of state, and it happened so fast. He went in the hospital, and 5 days later, he passed. See, he was an ordained minister. He believed in God. He believed in Jesus. But he did not believe in crystals. He did not believe in a lot of the ways that I do prayers. He did not believe in pendulums and the universe calling upon, guides and guardians and ancestors. He believed in the angels. This is Archangel Michael that he bought for me 1 year. This one is one my husband bought for me 1 year. So when he went into the hospital, I told him I would pray, but I have to pray the way he believes. So for me, saying we have to stay ethical is to pray the way that they want us to pray for them, their beliefs, their religions. All people, all walks, different paths. I know 100% what prayers he would want me to do. And no matter how much I wanted to pray and had my own beliefs in, it was very difficult because I wanted to pray for how he wanted me to pray for him. No matter how much I wanted to take my crystals in and do healings for him, or my pendulum, I had to keep all of that away because he doesn't believe in it. So it breaks my heart that I couldn't add that in, but at the same time, again, I had to stay ethical and pray the way that he would want the prayer to be. Because I would never go against his beliefs. I would never go against his will. So I wanted to make this video to say that to stay ethical to their wishes. It's not about us, it's about them. Whenever I do prayers, I always ask the people, is there any certain thing that they want me to add in? With my brother, I knew 100% what he wanted. It's their body, and you're praying on their behalf when they can't. So it would be as if he were doing the prayers. He did not pass from COVID. He had been sick for a long time. From the time he went into the hospital and was life-flighted to a second hospital, it was only 5 days. They put him on a ventilator the very first day, and he stayed on it. I also know he said he did not want to die on a ventilator. So when my husband and I got the call in the middle of the night that we better get to the hospital, that they didn't think he was going to make it, not even for the duration of our drive, which was like an hour and a half away. But he hung in there. Even though he was heavy sedated, I'm a firm believer that when all the senses are gone, they can still hear. I told him I know what his wishes were, and he said he would never, ever want to die on a ventilator. He has said it before. So I had to make the choice. I told the nurses to give him something so he could feel no pain, so he could not struggle, and to get him off the ventilator because he did not want to die on the ventilator. I asked God to heal him. But I also understand that sometimes just being alive is a fine line. At that point, everything was shut down. So if God needed to take him to his higher self so he would be free of pain, then to do so at the time he felt was the right time. I, of all people, understand that. It was in God's hands. It was just a matter of a few minutes and he passed. But like I say, I know that they can hear. And I got to tell him everything I wanted to tell him. I just thought that there's some people out there that probably would have taken it into their own hands and done their prayers along with it, but that was not his wishes. I wasn't going to do a prayer for him that he did not believe in. But on the bright side, I know he's reached his destination because he has let us know. The first day, our TV was not powered on, nor the dish box was powered on. They were off, no power to them. And yet that morning, the TV came on the screen. The screen came on, but there was no power to the TV. There was no power to the dish box. It was just the screen. It came on with no power. I knew it was my brother. 2 days after that, which was this morning, which is the 18th, he did it again. When my brother was in good health, he was always kidding around and joking, always crazy. Well, my husband gets up because he couldn't sleep. He goes to the front room, and my brother does it again and turns the TV, doesn't turn it on. He turns the screen on. Again, no power to the TV, no power to the dish box. And this time he turns, when the screen came on, he had the volume turned up so high that it scared the living daylights out of my husband. And my husband says, "Why is Rex doing that? It's scaring the crap out of me." And I said, "Because he's playing with you. He's happy. He's where he wants to be. And he's letting us know." So again, he turns the screen on, but doesn't turn the power on. There's no power to the TV. There's no power to the dish box. So I say to my brother, "Rex, we know you're here, but stop scaring the shit out of Lee." Because it was loud. I don't think we've ever had the TV that loud. I didn't even know it could go that loud. So, one of his best friends, that's his neighbor, and his nurse that was like his best friend, calls me and says, "Rex is here in the apartment." Because we were all over there the day before, getting things situated. But this morning, we weren't going to go over there. We were going to wait until tomorrow because it was a rainy day. But we ended up going over there because his nurse called me and said, "Rex is here." That the two of them, her and his other friend, the neighbor, were boxing stuff up, and they stepped outside to take a smoke break. And they heard all the dishes rattling in the kitchen. They knew nobody else was there. It's just them two. So they go back in, and nobody's there. And they also know it's Rex. They can feel it. Because, like I say, he was no longer sick. He was back to himself. Letting everybody know he was there. So I just wanted to come on and say to all of the other spiritual beings that has a gift, remember, when you're doing prayers for people, be ethical and do what they want, what their will is, what their consent is, what their wishes are, and do it how they want it. Not what you want to put into it, but what they want. Today's the 18th. This video will probably come out, if not late, then the early morning. I have got 2 months of videos scheduled that come out almost every day or every other day. But I felt that I needed to make this video and get it released right away. He will be missed.